You may not know this, but Harry is the son of a minister, and his mother worked in the church as well, and I think a lot of that came, that giving back attitude came from them. Well, I think Harry truly believes that giving back is important. He's been very successful. He's certainly enjoyed a good life from a financial point of view, and I think he feels it's his responsibility to give back.
There's lots of things that he's done are behind the scenes, and people never know how something happened, how some success occurred, which seemed beyond the grasp, and if you look carefully, there'll be some Harry fingerprints.
I think he likes a challenge, and the more the challenge, the greater his vigor and strength in getting that challenge resolved. There are many challenges at the medical school, and I can tell you he's taken them all on in a very forthright way, and he does it in a way that he recognizes where he's going to be able to be successful, what steps he needs to take to be successful in the different things, and I think he likes that challenge.
And as everyone here knows, Harry doesn't really care for a lot of limelight. At the same time, I think that he is a very sincere and caring person where this community is concerned, and Eastern Virginia Medical School is our community, and I think that that's one of the things that has generated the passion that Harry.
When you work for a nonprofit organization, you spend a lot of time with a tin cup in your hand, and when people see you coming, there's usually a sense of apprehension, oh no, what does this person want? Extraordinary thing about Harry, people see him coming and they smile. They're glad to see him. And he can ask them for money, or he can ask them for a favor, or he can ask them to figure something out, and people genuinely want to say yes.
He's very much like Jimmy Stewart. Everybody likes him. He's thoughtful, considerate, and understated.
Harry's leadership style, first, is extraordinary, and secondly, it's always to the point, and it's action-oriented and goal-oriented, and let's get on with it and get it done.
He learns quickly. He picks up on what the subtleties of what the discussions are a lot, very quickly. It's amazing, actually. And gets to the root of what the problem is, and then wants the problem solved in about 5 minutes. And found, I think, frustratingly, that it doesn't happen in medical school sometimes in 5 minutes. It sometimes takes a year.
He just likes really hard projects, He likes to really take on something that challenges him and yet gives him the satisfaction that he's doing something that's meaningful and significant for everybody, for the community.
And he's relentless when he starts to work on something. He never quits thinking about it. When you got him on board, you got a winner.
It's a little magical, he's never intense, never seems to be in a hurry, never seems to pressure everyone. Always smiling, relaxed, always wonderfully modest and self-deprecating. But somehow when he's around, things seem to get done very quickly, very efficiently, and again, with people feeling good about them.
I think what motivated him, what really the hook with Art of Glass that really had Harry interested was the regional aspect of it, that it was at a time when a lot of people were talking about making the regions more cooperative and doing more with each other, and a lot of the leaders were getting together, but really nothing was happening. And I think that Harry saw this a little bit as a vehicle for a regional effort, and that's exactly what it turned out to be.
We had both done our time at the Chrysler Museum and had been rotated off the board, and it was time that some efforts be made to clean the river up. And I said so in a very matter-of-fact way to Harry, and he said, let's do it. It didn't take long for Harry and his organizational skills and connections and goodwill in the community to organize a group of people with one thing in mind, which is water quality.
When Harry was my boss here at the museum, we began almost every conversation with him saying, I really don't know anything about art. I hope someday you'll stop saying that. And he did, because he went on to say, I don't know anything about conservation. or I don't know anything about medical education. And one can look around. The number of things that Harry Lester claims he doesn't know anything about, and the places where he's made a huge difference. Pretty remarkable.
Look at the endeavors that Harry has undertaken in this community for a number of years. Each one has been highly successful. When I think about the medical school, however, I think there's really no greater asset we have in this region than the medical school, and Harry's leadership within that institution is going to serve everyone in this community for generations to come.
Whether it's in the arts or conservation or education or medicine or regional citizenship, Harry's been there. And he's been there in a leadership capacity with remarkable effectiveness.
Is certainly very much like Josh, whom this honor is named after, and his commitment to his community and his region and to his fellow man.
The leadership he brings is unreal. You don't realize how much of a leader he is.
He's a lot like Clark Kent, that mild-mannered reporter. When he hears that there's something afoot that needs fixing or doing or happening, he's able to step into that phone booth and come out Superman, and that's really what he does.
You're probably wondering what we're doing up here in these capes. The dean and I were called the dynamic duo a couple of years ago, and the dean's been wanting to wear a cape ever since.
I think anybody that's in a meeting with him knows his attention span is both crisp, light, and short.
When I think about Harry's style, when you go to a meeting at the medical school, you know it's going to start on time, you know it's going to end on time, and it's going to be substantive. And that's Harry's style, and I think that's one reason why he can get so much accomplished.
The other wonderful characteristic of Harry is that he knows how to give the people around him confidence. He knows how to make you feel like you can do the job. So he's a confidence builder, but he wants you to stay on task always. So I hope I'm doing that.
Crisp, light, and short is exactly the three words I would have picked. In fact, if you can make it shorter than short, you're doing a wonderful job. Just get it done. And he's really wonderful that way.